Okay, to give you an idea of what Lindsay was like at 2.5, she'd been getting speech therapy for 9 months, she'd been getting ABA for 6 months, and I was nursing my youngest, so I couldn't easily get up. So she came over to me and she said, hot dog. So I said, your hot dogs are right there on the table. And even with the pointing, she didn't go get them. She stared at me and she said, hot dog. And there was no way for me to get her to understand that the hot dogs were over there on the table. I actually had to have my 4-year-old come over, grab her hand, and lead her over to the table. To give you an idea of what she is today at 4, the other day she's sitting on the floor, and as she goes to get up, she anticipates that when she sits down in the chair, her father's going to be between her and the TV. And as she gets up, says, excuse me, Daddy, you're in my way. And that's a remarkable change for 1.5 years, especially for a child that couldn't understand a lot of the basic concepts that my 18-month-old could get about, where is something, even with the pointing. When I first met Dr. Neubrander, I said to him, I can think of 15 things that could be the reason that my daughter stopped talking, stopped coming when I called her to dinner, and nobody's checked one of them, and it's been 6 months and nobody's drawn blood. And I think a lot of people look at the word autism and they assume that's the explanation for everything, and they don't realize how much can be done about the symptoms of autism, and how dramatic some of the effects are. When I said I could think of 15 things, he said I could think of 150. And I was so overwhelmed the day I left his office. The first thing he wanted us to try, which I put everything down and I didn't pick it up for a day. The first thing he wanted us to try was methyl B12 shots. And just the word shot made me cringe.
Well, we didn't want to do it. We didn't want to go ahead and use the shots. Just the fact that every third day giving her a shot, that was like a fear. Oh, we got to give our daughter a shot, everything. So, but we wound up doing it.
And I remember talking to the teachers and saying, you have to let me know if you see something. Because if you don't see something, we're not going to continue it. And I kept saying, I hope it doesn't work. And 3 weeks into it, one of her teachers said to me, I hate to tell you this, but I've never seen somebody's pronunciation improve overnight. And she said, I have to say, I think it's the shots. And what we've noticed since then is whenever if Fred's away, and a lot of times the doctor will say to me, can't you give the shots? Like, it's obvious. But if Fred's away and we forget to give her shots for a week, her pronunciation slips. That's the most immediate thing we notice, although there are other things that have changed about her that I attribute to the shots, the way she can think. It's harder to put that in concrete terms because I can't show you what she would have been like if I hadn't done them. But I can tell you that the pronunciation is directly related to the shots. And there have been other medical interventions that we've tried that have also, I consider to be very significant. I can see it on both ends. I can see it when we start it, and I can see it when we stop it. So it's hard to put into words. Getting your child back, getting that spark back in her eye. We've watched videotapes, and it's amazing. She slipped into a world where you couldn't even see that it was the same child, and then we got her back.
When we respond to a name, call a name, wouldn't say, she started off saying mommy, and it just dropped off. Never, no words coming out of her anymore. And to get that back, it was really amazing. And to see how far she's come. And for the little, simple once every third day of a shot we were giving her, she doesn't like it, but as far as the feel of the pain or anything like that, it's 1, 2, 3 and it's done. And, it's amazing what it does. It really is. It really is.
And I think that's the hard thing to put into words, like with all the diet interventions and little things like blood tests that are uncomfortable. I always stop and think about the fact that she enjoys school, she has friends, people run up and say hi to her, and how much she would be suffering there if we hadn't done any of this. And that's a hard thing to realize that that's your trade-off. And for every food that you can't have, there's some sort of replacement that's acceptable. And the shots, although she doesn't like them, and when we go to the doctor's office, she goes, "Excuse me, doctor, Mommy said no shots." she makes sure that she gets that in there. It's something that, as somebody said, if your child were diabetic, they'd go through all this and you would just deal with it. So to me, it's no different. We made a choice that we believed we could improve her quality of life, and we've seen it. And it's hard to tell somebody what a difference that makes to your entire life, how it affects your family, how it affects her future. I mean, at one point I used to wonder if she would ever be able to get married. And now I look at her and I think, she can do anything she wants to do. There's no door closed to her right now.
Yeah. Things like her sense of humor comes out. Really, she jokes with you now. And those are things you would never really saw out of her if she didn't start talking like she is now, being able to communicate with us. And if something's bothering her, her stomach's bothering her, she wasn't able to communicate that. Now she can communicate. If her stomach feels upset stomach, she'll let us know that. If she's sad and happy, those are things that we just looked at her and we didn't know. We sort of had to play a guessing game of what's wrong with Lindsay today. And now she can actually tell us what's wrong with them, how she's feeling. So, hey, Lindsay, come here. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Hey, where's my kiss? You want to say hello?
No.
Oh, say hello.
Hello.
And who's this?
Who's next to Mommy?
You need to watch TV.
You're gonna watch TV? Okay, you can watch TV. Okay.
The other day he asked her to count to 10 and she said 10.
Yeah, she knows enough. Can you count for us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it?
11, 12? How about your ABCs?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, L, M, N, O, P, W.
Up. What comes after P?
1,
Yeah, see. I don't know.
P,
L-M-N-O-P, Q. Q what?
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Good.
Oh my, A, B, C. That's my old one, say me.
Next time I sing with you, okay. We want to do it again?
No, say me.
All right.
That's
We'll call it. Ready? Bring it.
See there's things, it's so hard to describe to somebody specifically when I'm looking at when I think of the mental B12, but the you, me thing, that's tough. She got that no problem. When somebody said it's your turn, she didn't say, yeah, it is your turn. She said, it's my turn. And that's not easy, and that's what they said, a lot of these things that she can get are not easy to teach. So, the fact that she can get them, when she was a child that, there's your hot dog right there on the table. It had no clue what you were talking about. It's just amazing how far she's come. I mean, she's in regular ed class. They think she's bored. They want to challenge her more with the academics.
What can we ever say though? What do you want to watch?
Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man game? You like to watch the Spider-Man game?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you like to play the Spider-Man game?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you count for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You had to stop this guy.
You have to stop the bad guy, huh? Spider-Man stops the bad guy?
Yeah.
Yeah? What does he do? What does he shoot from his arms?
And there's a spider web.
Yeah, he shoots a spider web.
And this too.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Spider-Man and the green guy.
Do you know how to spell Spider-Man? What's that letter?
S-P-L-T-S-E-R-M-A-U.
You? Okay.
Very close.
Very close.
That was
Very
pretty
close.
good.
All right. Can you say the alphabet?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, T-O-F, T-U-B, W-F, Y-N-Z.
Good
And
job.
I know my ABC, then I will mind my 7B.
Good job. So, where you going? Where you gonna go? You gonna leave me?
Now we're gonna play full fight for you.
You gonna play pillow fight with me? Okay, maybe later we'll play pillow fight, okay? Can you take that back inside? Okay.